This is the kit you have to do the hardware experiments of your digital electronics lab. In this kit, it consists of breadboard, that is to connect the ICs and other components. This is the breadboard to connect the ICs and other components. That is to connect the ICs and other components also we can connect here by using the wires, and these are the inputs we can give by using these switches, and we can get the outputs here. So inputs are having that ones and zeros, only that logic ones and zeros. If you want to, suppose if you want to give the 0, then you have to switch at the position 0. If you want to give the input as logic 1, then you have to keep this switch at logic 1. Then this input will be logic 1. Similarly, we can get the outputs here. If the LED is on state, then it means that output is the logic 1. Here, how to connect this breadboard ICs in the breadboard. To connect them, we have to place the IC at the center of this breadboard. That is, and we have to see the IC. There is a notch here. Then that is, you have to know that is the starting pin at the left side of this notch. From the left side of this notch, starting pin, that is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If it is a 14 pin IC, that is starting from the first pin, that is here, and 1, 2, second pin, third pin, fourth pin, fifth, sixth, seventh pin, and the 8th pin is the continuation of this pin. It is the 8th pin, 9th pin, 10th pin, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. That we have to verify these pin numbers always, that is in the direction of the anti-clockwise direction. Suppose it is the notch here. I think it is visible too, clearly visible. Then we see you have to see these IC numbers as anti-clockwise direction. That is, suppose if you keep the notch to the right side, then these pin numbers are from the here 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So we can say that is we have to see these IC numbers as anti-clockwise direction. Like how we are write C as, then can see these pin numbers as in the direction O. That is in anti-clockwise direction. That is the pin number 1, 2, 3, 4 and continuation. Suppose it is a 14 pin IC, it is up to 7 here. Next it is 8, 9 like that. You have to see always these pin numbers in anti-clockwise direction only. And you have to keep the IC in the breadboard as the center of this breadboard only. Suppose if you put this notch in the left side, you have to keep this IC at the center of this breadboard only. You should not keep this ICs as, should not keep the vertically here. Should not keep the IC vertically like this. So should not keep. Okay. Should not keep like this also, because the back side of the breadboard there are metal contacts for the vertically here. Here metal contacts vertically, and at the top and this bottom lines horizontal vertical plates, horizontal metal plates. So if you keep the wires in these vertical lines, then there is a metal contact, that is to whatever the pins we want to connect or connections, whatever the wires we want to connect, those wires have to be connected vertically like this in this same vertical line holes, or we can keep these horizontal lines. If we keep the connections wires here, then those are the connected at the back side metal plate. So if you keep the IC like this, if you keep this white IC vertically, then all these connections will be short circuited. So you have to connect this type only, that is you have to keep this IC horizontally only, then these pins will not be connected together. Okay, then we can avoid the short circuit of these pins. You have to remember, always you have to remember, this IC has to be placed like this only, that is the center of the breadboard only, then any wire, any pins will not be connected together. Okay. If you want to connect any inputs, then you have to keep the same vertical line. Suppose if you want to connect the pin number 1, then you have to keep the same vertical line, then these wires will be, these connections will be made with the help of this metal plates and the back side of this breadboard. So always you have to connect the same vertical lines. Whatever the connections you have to make, those connections have to be made in the same vertical lines, and these horizontal lines, and IC should connect like this only. Suppose if you want to start the pin number 1 here, then it is this notch should be to the left side, and the pin numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 like that. Then if you keep the IC like this, then we can connect the further connections here. Suppose if you want to connect the pin number 1, then we have to keep this wire here, and that corresponding input can be connected to the switches. Suppose if you want to connect the pin number 1 to the input, then you have to keep the wire, one end of the wire to the pin number 1, then another end of this pin can be connected to the switches. Then we can give the input to by using these switches. That is, if you want to give the 0 input, then you have to keep the switch as 0, and if you want to give the 1, then you have to keep that switch at 1. Suppose if you want to verify this logic gates, that is the 7408. 7408, that is for what is the 7408? Quad 2 input AND gate. That means it consists of the quad 4 gates, 4 AND gates. 7408, that is the quad 4 gates, 2 input AND gates. It consists of the 2 input AND gates, and the pin numbers are 1, 2 are the inputs for the gate 1, that is the output is 3rd pin. Suppose if you want to verify the 1 gate in the IC 7408, this is the 7408 IC, and this is the notch to identify these pin numbers. So that starting pin number is from here, left side of this notch, that is the pin number 1. Here pin number 1 is the input and 2 is also input for this gate, same gate, and third pin is the output. We have to keep this IC here, that is the middle of this breadboard, so that there are no connections for these IC pins. While placing this IC in the breadboard, how to keep these pins like this. Then how to press the suppressor. We try to connect that IC. See, at the middle of the breadboard only. Then how to press this evenly on the both sides. Then it will be connected. Then we can connect the further connections for the inputs and outputs. You have to give the inputs by using these switches. If you want to keep the 0, you have to keep the 1 switch here, and if you want to give the 1, then you have to switch the position has to be changed to the 1. First, let us do the connections for the 1 gate. That connections are 7408. That pin number is 1. Input is the pin number 1. Then connect the pin number 1. Do the connections. That is from the 1 switch. Pin number 1, that is for the input. We can connect the same vertical line. If we connect in the same vertical line, then it will be connected. Suppose if you keep that vertical line, if you connect the same vertical line, these two will be connected. And for the next input, another input, that is for input B, you have to connect this pin to the pin number 2, and the output is the pin number 3. So you have to connect the pin number 3 for the output. Pin number 3 is the output. And power supply is the pin number 14. That is the plus 5 volts. That is the 14 number pin, and ground pin, that is the pin number 7. Pin number 7 has to be connected to the ground. Then we can verify the outputs and truth table of this 7408. That is the part 2 input AND gate. We are verifying now one AND gate. That is for the 0 0. If A and B are 0 0. Suppose if you want to verify this 7408, that is the one AND gate. The first AND gate, the pin numbers are 1 2 3. Inputs are 1 2. Here we have given the input 1 to the input A and second pin that is connected to the second switch, and third pin is connected to the this LED, that is to see the output. And power supply, that is the 14th pin is the power supply, that's 5 volts, and ground 7th pin is connected to the 0 volts. Then let us verify this truth table. If the inputs are 0 0, the inputs are 0 0, it is 0, the switch positions are at 0, then output is the 0, that LED is off state, that LED output is 0. Next, let us verify the 0 1. This input is 1, then also that output is 0, so that LED is off state. Next, 1 0, input A is 1, B is 0, that output is also 0, in this case also output is 0. Next, 1 1, both are 1, that output is logic 1, so that our LED is on state. We can verify in this procedure for all gates based on the pin numbers. That is, for second gate, 4th step inputs and 6th pin is the output, 7 8 pins are inputs, 9th pin is the output, 10 11 inputs, 12th pin is the output, ground is 7th pin, VCC is the 14th pin. So first you have to place this IC at the middle of this breadboard, because these vertical lines are connected together, the same vertical lines. If you place the components in the same vertical line, then those connections will be made. Similarly, at the top, these horizontal, okay, that is these connections due to the metal plates at the back side of this breadboard. At the back side, there are metal contacts, metal plates vertically here. These are vertical lines, so that if you want to connect any components, those have to be placed at the same vertical line or these horizontal lines. So IC has to be placed at the center of the breadboard. Then we can avoid the connections between the pins among these pin numbers.